Hi guys, it's SkintBoot here, and today what I'm going to be bringing you guys is a Noclip exploration of Verruckt. Oh my god, this should have been done a very long time ago, but I don't know why, I just kind of stopped doing them, but because I started off by doing Noclip and then just never did another one, I just felt like I might as well do them, do some other ones. So I thought I'd do chronologically the most kind of I can't remember what the FOV command is actually. That's really annoying. It usually does work. I don't know why it's not working, but I thought I'd chronologically do the map that is after Noclip, which is Verruckt. This is the first ever DLC map for zombies. Wow, this is going back in time a bit. So, in case you are unfamiliar what this kind of series is about, I basically use the console on the PC version of World at War to use a Noclip command, which basically allows you to disable collision, disable barriers, get out in, for example, these places that you cannot go normally, and attempt to just try and find some little secrets or interesting locations which you could not find regularly. So definitely one of the perks of having a PC. That is for sure. And this map actually has a lot of kind of interesting little secrets on it, most of which are just kind of like not supposed to be there, but it's still pretty neat nonetheless. And as you can see, I am out here, which you cannot get to normally, but as you'll see later, you probably would have been able to get out here at some point in time. All will make sense very soon. So let us enable Noclip, and let's have a look around the map. So in a usual format, I'm going to start with inside of the map, looking behind the barriers and some of these closed off doors to try and get some areas of the map which we won't see normally, like for example this bit here, which we could never normally see, but there are windows there, and you'll often see that most of the time when you're thinking that there is stuff behind places, there isn't generally a lot of stuff behind there. I mean, there is something, but there's just not really what you'd expect. This room has always confused me here because it's just kind of like a backdrop, but you can never actually see into this room around here. I'm trying to find it. It's like a spawn almost, but it's really big. It's really weird. Like there's a hole in the wall. I take it the zombies spawn around here, and then this is where they choose if they go through here or down here. I think this is one of the first maps to introduce those kind of interlinking spawns, which means that instead of just kind of outrunning the zombies, they actually have almost like a pathway which they can choose to make it a bit more efficient, of course. And this was the first map that included perks in zombies. There wasn't pack-a-punch in zombies up until... Was it Deriz or was it Shino Numa? I don't remember. I think it might have been Deriz. I'm not completely sure because I never played Shino Numa enough, but I will definitely do a Noclip exploration of this. But this map, oh my goodness, easily the scariest map in zombies. I still can't play this map solo. It honestly terrifies me, this map. I don't know why. I think it's the ambience of the map is just so good. I'm surprised they haven't remade it yet, to be perfectly honest with you, but I'm just trying to think of any crazy locations which I've always kind of like thought about that's inside the map. We'll have a look out in the forest a bit later, but I'm just trying to stick within the map so we can get an idea of all these little neat little things behind the barriers. But I'm pretty sure we have near enough already done this stuff. This bit down here, again, this is just a zombie spawn, as you can see here. And this is another one of those interlinking things. But instead of just coming out one way, they can come out this way as well. So they've got the choice of going this way or this way, depending on where the player is. That was something that was not in Noclip because it's very linear. But they ended up doing that to, I think, make it a bit harder, but also to make it flow better, I believe. So I'm pretty sure that is it for inside the map. So we may as well go and check outside, I'm pretty sure. So this little fountain bit here, this was always a bit of kind of curiosity that was laid inside of me. I was always like, you know, why is this bit out here? That there are staircases leading around places, there are, you know, little entrances and exits, and why can't you go here? And to be fair, I'm pretty sure that at one point in time they did plan for you to do so, and the reason why is that there is an MG under this fountain, as you can see here. I think you can use it if you disable Noclip above the fountain, because all of this is solid, which just further implies this was going to be used. But I personally believe that at some point in time you would have been able to get out here probably through, like, I don't know, one of these doors, maybe even the entrance, and then you could pay a bit of money, and an MG would come out the fountain, and you can spray it around and absolutely wreck everything. So I'm going to disable Noclip and see if I can use the gun, and there you go. As you can see there, you can shoot it, but you just can't see it because it's underground. So that's pretty cool, but bearing in mind that all of this is solid, it just makes me think, you know, surely there must have been something planned. And I mean, likewise with all of this is all solid and quite fleshed out, so who knows, I guess we'll never know. There are a couple points of interest under the map, like for example this, if I can find it, this little square of untextured nothingness. In case you don't understand what this is, I mean, I don't know what the purpose of it is, but the reason why it's this kind of checker color is when a model in the game does not have a texture, like for example this brickwork, it would normally be this kind of pattern. This is kind of like the default pattern, and the reason for this, I have no clue. No one will ever understand why this is under the map. It perhaps may have had some kind of significance, or maybe it was just put under there accidentally. We will never know, but there is also a huge stash of weapons under the map, which I find really, really bizarre. You can mount a bar, for example, as you can see here. You can mount a Browning, if I can get to one. You can mount the Browning. You can even mount an FG42, which is really, really bizarre. And again, perhaps there were supposed to be turrets around the map that you could just get on and just spray stuff down. It would make sense, perhaps they were to come out of the map. We will never know, unfortunately, but it's always nice to ponder. Where is this room? We've got a couple of these random empty rooms around, probably just to flesh the map out that bit more. If we have a look around the front, as you can see here, we still got the sign, which was in the trailer. And I reckon why this bit is so fleshed out is because it was in the trailer. So I personally think that they just done it like this. So when the guy was walking in, you know, this didn't look all budget, I'm guessing at least. But what, as for, you know, like what is outside of the map, there isn't a lot. Before you get your hopes up, like, come on, one of these houses have got to have some super duper crazy Easter egg inside of it. They do not. They are basically all just props, just mesh textures, which are just here to just make the map feel bigger than it is, to be fair. We have these trees, much like the glowing sea trees, they always remind me of those, or vice versa. And you'll just see that there isn't a lot outside the map. It is a very, very empty map. And again, from when inside the barriers, you know, you're looking around, it looks quite big because you're on the, you know, ground level. You can't see that it just ends, and there is that certain almost mystery to this map, which I always had. But if you were hoping for some crazy, ridiculously out there Easter egg outside the map, you're not going to find that, unfortunately. And you can see I'm just flying around and there's just zilch. There is literally just nothing here. There are, you know, like the off bits of like smoke coming out the ground, which I don't really know why, because nothing's really on fire. But it's supposed to give you that feel that this town has just been ransacked, or I don't know, been part of the war or something. So, again, it's just there for making it look pretty, basically. And likewise, I remember, I think it was this door that caused so many arguments. I remember this. And this is because, of course, once you're in here, you could look out here and see this door and you're like, geez, you know, there's got to be something in there. Like, come on. But no, there isn't. Just a zombie spawn. If there's ever a door that leads off and there's a barrier next to it, you can almost guarantee it's a zombie spawn. There is never really anything else to it. But I'm pretty sure that is it. That is actually Verruckt. You have a couple of these kind of empty rooms that don't really serve a purpose, as you can see here. But the main points of interest are most definitely this MG, that untextured box, and also the guns, which are over here. Still pretty cool though, nonetheless. It's a very, very good map, and I seem to remember at one point on like the DS version of this, there was like an Easter egg where you'd have to dig up someone's body or something, I believe. So perhaps they planned that. Maybe that's why there are some graves, I don't know, but there's nothing in the graves in case you were flipping your shit, unfortunately. But yeah, so that is the end of the video, guys. I do hope you enjoyed, and as always, if you did enjoy, then please do feel free to leave a like on the video. If you guys could also subscribe to this channel, then that would be absolutely fantastic. And as per usual, I will see you guys on my next video. This is SkintBoot, signing out.